Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I think so.
Off the record for a moment. Excuse me, this is not a massage parlor. He doesn't need you to massage him. You in the black, move to a different row. You.
Move to a different row.
All right, we're back on the record.
That was awesome.
Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. And in this case, there's also an affirmative finding of family violence. Because there's an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. Good luck to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Corey Puente. And this is an application, probation. This is an application. Court is calling 2024 CR 5143, State of Texas versus Corey Puente. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense,
Todd Coronado.
are you Corey Puente?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Did you review and sign the document entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication or Community Supervision?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Your Honor.
And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with unauthorized use of a vehicle? That's a state jail felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial? A right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent.
Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Puente, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, I am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Off the record for a moment. So those who are talking behind the court reporter, you all need to talk to the deputy and ask them to move you to that end. All right, did you review the plea bargain page?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea bargain agreement, there's a $500 fine and the state is recommending deferred adjudication and there's to be restitution to the complainant. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
State?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 2 years. There be a TAP evaluation and 120 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand that's a recommendation from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence.
Yes, Your Honor. City Supervisor Wall salt.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, state, you may continue to confer. Did you review the document entitled Waiver and Consent to Stipulation of Testimony and Stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront Any witnesses, the state would call and the right to remain silent.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you want to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, it's remorseful. Well, actually, he realized he made a stupid mistake paying somebody for $1,500 for a $20,000 vehicle. But he's learned from it. He's ready to move on. And he's asking the court for deferred adjudication to give him a chance to keep this on his record.
Are you employed?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you do?
Work for a moving company, Town Services of San Antonio,
How old are you?
25.
Have you ever had a car before?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you buy this car you had before or no?
It was given for my mom, to me, for my first car.
Oh, it was given to you by your mom?
I had a daughter, 2021.
All right, so did she change the
Yes, ma'am.
title in your name?
Yes, ma'am. That was,
All right, so this car that you're paying $1,500 for that's actually worth $20,000, was a title given to you?
no, ma'am.
So,
Yes, ma'am.
so I don't understand, why would you think that this was a legitimate sale if you pay $1,500 for a vehicle and nobody's giving you a title?
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, you're saying yes, ma'am, but I'm trying to figure out, you give somebody $1,500 for a vehicle, that's what you're saying. The vehicle, as you know, is worth more than $20,000. So you bought a car before, had one in your possession before, and you said your mother changed your title, the title over for you. So this person that you're saying you paid $1,500 for the car, did they give you a title?
Ma'am, they
Did you ask for a title?
didn't.
Why didn't you ask for a title?
I didn't. I wasn't thinking.
I'm sorry, what?
I wasn't thinking. I was just.
No, you didn't ask for a title because you knew there was an issue with it. It's sort of like if I see somebody with a Lamborghini and they come up to me and tell me, oh, if you give us $10,000 for this Lamborghini, we'll sell it to you. I know that Lamborghini is worth more than $10,000. It's running well. There's not a problem. I open the hood and the engine's there. Everything's great. And I give them that $10,000. If I think it's a legitimate sale, the first thing I'm going to want to know is, hey, I need the title or something because I got to get insurance on this vehicle. Did you get insurance on this vehicle?
No, ma'am.
How long did you have this vehicle?
Almost 2 weeks.
Did you open up the glove compartment?
No, ma'am.
So you didn't put insurance on the vehicle.
No, ma'am. I didn't.
So you're just driving around in the vehicle with no insurance. When your mother turned over the vehicle, her vehicle to you, and you got the title from it, did you have insurance on that?
No.
So basically, this whole thing about you not knowing that if somebody gave you a $20,000 for a $20,000 car for $1,500, if that's true,
Right.
you knew that the car was stolen. You knew there was an issue. And here's the problem. Whoever that car belongs to, they have the complainant's name listed. They didn't want anybody else driving their vehicle, some complete stranger that they didn't give permission to. You understand?
No, I do.
How old, do you have children?
So
How old are they?
2 and 1.
2 and 1. Do you have a car?
No, I don't right now.
All right. Does your mom have a car?
No, ma'am. She doesn't. She stepdad does.
Oh, your stepfather has a car.
Yes, ma'am.
And does your mom use the stepdad's car?
No, she doesn't drive.
All right. So do you love your stepfather?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
How would you feel if somebody like you were to take his car and say, oh, somebody offered me his car for $200 and they take it for $200. Then they stand before a judge and they say, no, I didn't get a title. Didn't get it insured, but hey, I got a great deal.
Yeah.
You see where we're going?
So, yes, Your Honor.
Is there an amount to pay for the complainant? I guess it's amount for use. And I'm sure they want their car detailed because somebody's been in it. So if they want it detailed, let the court know, and you're going to pay for that detailing.
Yes, ma'am.
And guess what? If you want a good detailing, it's about 800. But since she probably wants to fumigate and everything else, because who knows, been in her seat, there may be more. All right. There's a $500 fine that would be probated.
Thank you.
3 years deferred adjudication. There's to be restitution, if any, to Francis Hardy, Harty. 120 hours of community service restitution. I'll order parenting classes. Once he completes that, community service hours will be deemed satisfied. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. There's to be random, regular UAs, a TAP evaluation out of custody, follow recommendations, proof of employment within 30 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors, field visits, 1 time per month for 5 months, and then at probation's discretion. Probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
Your Honor.
Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. Sometimes probation will ask for a theft course. Here's my theft course, tailored to your unauthorized use. Do not drive in a vehicle that is not yours. Do not pay less than the appropriate value for a vehicle unless somebody's going to give you the title to that vehicle and you get insurance on it. Do you understand?
Your Honor.
Because I can tell you right now, there are some people, if they report their car is stolen and then they see somebody driving around in it, they're going to have an issue. We had a case in this court, and you know what it was about? A guy ended up being shot. He died. And you know why? Because he was driving in someone else's vehicle that was stolen. And that person was like, that's my vehicle. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Waive excuse.
Yes.
Thank you.
Are y'all ready? We're not ready on Noah Nellum, are we?